How are we doing this evening? Hopefully, we are doing okay. Welcome on in. I know it's been a few days since we've been up and live here on the Looney 69 channel. Sam Mayer today getting it done at Iowa, which is definitely an interesting one. He goes, I believe last year he won Iowa as well, which is quite interesting. Not gonna lie, I thought this was an NH5 stream. I don't blame you. It is a very sad thing. What's good, Wix? How we doing? How do we like the Sam Mayer in the background? I'm gonna take it off though, don't worry. It's so silly having a background on. I do it for the jokes though, only. How's everyone's days going though? Hopefully everyone's doing alright. It's been a quick minute since we've been live. Michael tonight, let's do 20 likes. But Sam Mayer wins at Iowa. We got the NASCAR Cup Series race going on there tomorrow as well, which is going to be quite interesting to see who is going to get that done. What's going on, Kyle Larson? How you doing? Let me go ahead and put the link out in the Discord server that we are live. What else has everyone been? What has everybody been up to recently? I know I've been kind of just chilling, relaxing. Today was a pretty good day. Went out to dinner with my mom. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me go ahead and read off chat here, though. We are live. Let me put that notification out in the server. And bam, we are live. When I get a girlfriend and sometimes tries to correct my trolling on shorts, I will reply, I have a girlfriend. That's funny, bro. How are the trolls today? Hopefully they were not too crazy. No nerds responding to the comments on that one. How's everybody doing this evening, though? Hopefully everybody's doing quite good. I know I am myself. Who is our picks for this upcoming weekend at Iowa? I'm interested to see who you guys think is going to get it done. I'm surprised people are still falling for your shorts troll. He is on there all the time, and people always fall for his damn shorts troll. It never comes up short with people falling for those. I'm not gonna lie. 6 likes already. Thank you very much, guys. What's going on, NASCAR Fan 19? How we doing? My pick for the upcoming race at Iowa tomorrow for the Cup Series would probably be Josh Berry. Kyle Busch, unfortunately, got around and smacked the wall. So, that wasn't good. Got loose going into, I believe it was turn 1 or turn 2, I'm not too sure, and made contact with the wall. The nerds sometimes can be worse, but there were still a few today. Not too many, I guess, for your saying, but still a few in there. Still a few in there for sure. What's going on, 9 for Life? How you doing? Again, hopefully everybody's having a wonderful evening so far. I know I myself, we're kind of just chilling. I wanted to go live. The other day, really, I hated to end off the NASCAR Eat 5 live stream like that. It was a little bit unfortunate that we couldn't end it off on a better note, being not lagging out. But it was what it was, unfortunately. What's going on, Nash? Chevy, how you doing? I wanted to do a little bit longer. Servers ended up going down yesterday, probably around 7 o'clock in the morning. So they went down pretty early, mostly. But yeah. What's up, Riley? Happy ex-girlfriend day. Sorry to all you broken bastards. Is that actually a day? Happy ex-girl. Is that actually a day? There is no way that is a thing. There is absolutely no way, Riley, that's actually an unofficial day of the year. I mean, if it is, I'm surprised, quite honestly. Some sad news within the NASCAR community today. Gary Owen got his car broken into. I don't know if any of you guys seen that. that happened though. Some people are noticing the trolling and saying he does this every short, but people are still falling for it. Yeah, I mean, again, you're still gonna get those people that aren't really, you know, around the channel as much that are gonna see things like that and be like, oh well, it was actually not Casey Kane. This is Kyle Larson. Like, you're still gonna get people that say that no matter any part of it. To be quite honest with you, it is what it is. Yesterday was girlfriend day. Had a great 19-year anniversary for being single. You know what, Riley? Me and you can relate to something, right? That's nice. Me and you can both be on the same terms with that. All right, I got you, my boy. How's everyone doing this evening, though? Let me know how y'all are doing. Who do you guys think is going to go ahead and win the NASCAR Cup Series race at Iowa tomorrow? If you guys have a prediction, go ahead and put it down in the chat below. I'd appreciate that. Choose your driver to come back out of retirement. Jeff Gordon or Tony Stewart? Honestly, I wouldn't mind. Jeff Gordon would be pretty cool. But Tony also adds more aestheticness and also adds more, like, I don't know, like, craziness. I don't know. I feel like Tony overall would be the more interesting one to come out of retirement, in my opinion. You know, I'm going to make a safe pick and go with Briscoe to win. Chase Briscoe, again, has been pretty solid these past few weeks, whether it be short tracks, tracks like Indianapolis, or tracks like Dover. Again, for example, he's been pretty solid. So going with Chase Briscoe to get it done, honestly, I wouldn't really put it past. I could most definitely see that. Could see something like that happening, to be quite honest with you. You got Chastain. Chastain's an interesting one. You know, my secondary pick on this would probably have to be Kyle Larson. I'm not going to lie to you. Bell's going to get it done tomorrow. I mean, Bell has not won a race since the beginning of this season. So if Bell can get it done tomorrow, that'll be very good for him. I am not going to lie to you guys. That'll be very good for Christopher Bell. Again, starting off this season, Bell led over 115 to 120 laps. You want to know how many laps Christopher Bell has led since after he last won his third race in a row? That would go ahead and be around 50 laps in the entire back half of the season almost since he won those first few races. That is crazy. That is crazy to me. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say the man fell off. If I were to do that, that would be a bit insensitive because Christopher Bell, by any means, did not fall off. He's just having a bit of a slump right now and has not been able to execute properly. They still show speed, they still show consistency, but they have not been able to execute for a win, which is most definitely something that is notable with this team at the moment, for sure. We cannot let that just slide past us here. That is pretty important to know. Briscoe's only good at qualifying. I think Bowman breaks through. Maybe a Bowman breakthrough. You know, I know Kyle Busch had some problems, but wouldn't it be a storybook ending for Kyle Busch to break his winless streak by going out there and getting a victory for RCR after the controversy in the Xfinity Series and the controversy that's been taking place in the Cup Series surrounding Richard Childress in general, and him smacking that outside retaining wall during qualifying today? That would be huge. If Kyle Busch is able to execute that, that would be big. Very big. So, he's going to be in a backup, I assume. Maybe not. But, I don't know. Or Byron sweeps Daytona would be awesome. I mean, Byron, he won the 500 earlier this year. Maybe he can get his second one done here coming up in August. During the Saturday night Daytona race, we'll have to see if it's on Saturday. Because, you know, with recent history with these races in 2022, 2023, my bad, I'm stupido. That was a fun one during the rain problem there. Busch can probably get a chance, Daytona usually, or maybe Darlington or Kansas this playoff season. Maybe. We'll see. But again, with guys like Bubba winning, that scoots Busch further out of the equation of being able to execute and make the playoffs. So that is definitely something, Wicks, we got to kind of keep an eye on here. What's up, Dudley? How you doing? Hopefully you're having an amazing night so far. I know I am myself. If y'all haven't already smacked that like button, we're almost at 10 likes, halfway to the like goal. Make sure you guys smack that like button for me. But honestly, I wouldn't leave our guys like Kyle Busch out. Maybe Denny Hamlin. I mean, I would not be surprised if we could see some type of Denny Hamlin execution here at Iowa and see him execute a race win. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, he won Dover. I mean, not really a major, not really a major thing, but he has 4 race wins this season, I believe. So if we see Denny Hamlin execute, maybe he could get one done on the short track and win at Iowa. We don't know, though. So, again, we'll have to see what takes place there. But I would be interested to see, and I would not leave Denny Hamlin out of the mix this upcoming weekend. Early in championship predictions, right now as they go, I feel like Penske drivers, we cannot necessarily leave out of this right now because Penske drivers always tend to show great amounts of speed during the playoffs. Whether you like them or not, they always seem to be around during the playoff time of year. So I would definitely not leave Team Penske out of the mix, or maybe drivers like Chris Buescher, who's also a Ford, out of the mix, to be quite honest with you. Again, Fords, for example, and Joey Logano, more specifically, Team Penske, shows great amounts of speed during in-season and before the playoffs. But post-Daytona, for the Coke Zero Sugar 400, is usually when we start seeing the formation of Team Penske. But they have been a little bit slower this season. I'm not saying Cindric or Logano or anyone that is bad. But honestly, I don't know. Kyle Busch winning Las Vegas would be crazy. That would be interesting. Yeah, that's his home track. So, that would be definitely a big win for someone like Kyle Busch to execute after not being able to win all season. Do you think Chase Elliott continues his top 20 streak? I almost guarantee it. I mean, Iowa, kind of a strange track for Chase. You know what I mean? But I would not be surprised if Chase Elliott can continue his top 20 streak along the lines there. Honestly, I mean, it's our second year racing at Iowa, so we don't have really a great amount of intel and detail about this racetrack. I mean, at least for the Cup Series. But most definitely, I think Chase Elliott can honestly probably finish anywhere from 5th to 12th. Expected this race, would not be surprised. What's up, Fun Time with JJ? Good to see you stopping by again. If y'all not already, smack that like button for your boy Looney. Go down there and click that like button. Double tap the screen also if you would like. Long shot pick for me is Stenhouse. That's a long shot, most definitely, considering he hasn't won since the Daytona 500 a season ago. Definitely somebody who is a bit cold right now. I mean, again, that would be, I think, Stenhouse's first win off of a super speedway. I mean, a majority of Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s W's come from super speedway-based racing. I mean, that's a known thing. You know what I mean? I would take Hocevar for a long shot. Hocevar is definitely a better long shot than Stenhouse, in all honesty. And to be on top of that, he is definitely probably has, even though he's been racing in the Cup Series for less time, definitely has higher probability and higher odds of getting it done than Stenhouse, to be quite honest with you. Also, if y'all have not gone over voted on the poll, bring your attention to that. Who will be the better NASCAR driver, Bubba Wallace or Carson Hocevar? I'm interested to see who you guys think would have a better career. A lot of people are saying that Carson is the next big prospect in the NASCAR Cup Series. So we'll have to see what happens with that, to be all honest with you. I'm not sure. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say about all that, though, for sure over there. Go over there, drop a comment, and tell me what you think. Hot take, Carson Hocevar will win at some point in 2025. That is a very hot take, but it is very possible. For for Carson to get that done. I mean, I would not be crazily surprised, but I would be surprised at the same time being able to see him get it done. Would be like, whoa, this guy it was great, was halfway consistent for this being one of his first seasons racing in the Cup Series, and now he executed, which, if that is the case, that is definitely the start of maybe a legendary career for Carson Hocevar, in all honesty with you. Stenhouse is pretty good at Iowa, even his top 5 this year. Again, yeah, it's one of his stronger suit tracks, but to be honest with you, it is still a long shot win, to say the least, considering he gets it done on the super speedways and not on those short tracks. Definitely one of the struggles for Stenhouse. Definitely one of those struggles for a Stenhouse fan, for sure. If y'all have not already smacked that like button, do I got Ty Gibbs winning the Southern 500. That is a very random pick. Somebody who I think will maybe be in contention. It is a Legacy Motor Club driver, and it would be Eric Jones. I think Eric Jones is a solid pick, in all honesty with you guys, to get it done at a track like Darlington. Eric Jones has had a great amount of success at that track, winning there for Joe Gibbs Racing back in 2019, and then in 2024 for, I believe it was Legacy at the time, still in that 43 car. He was able to get it done there. So, honestly, I would not leave him out of the mix at a track like Darlington. Lipinski 4P Championship. Again, I wouldn't be too surprised if they were to do something like that. But let's keep in mind, Penske at this time of year last year had a little bit more momentum going inside of the playoffs. This year, they're not holding up as much momentum. So, I think it could possibly be the year that it is snapped. Now, I would say it would be snapped right now, but considering, again, specifically Ford manufacturer, and also Team Penske more specifically, tends to hold a lot of their speed towards the end of the year, meaning we know what time, playoff time. So we cannot count those guys out during the playoffs. That's one thing I will most definitely say. So that's why I'm not going to go out on a limb and say, Penske's cooked for the playoff. No, because they can get some speed later on. You know what I mean? Looney, you think my Ghost Sheldon Creed will win this year? I mean, I hope he gets an Xfinity race. That man has been second so many times and has come up short so many times, whether it be truck racing or Xfinity racing, mostly Xfinity because he hasn't won in that series yet. But, it's something that's scary. It's sad, man. But I hope he does. Him and Ryan Sieg. Not as much Ryan Sieg, but guys like Sheldon Creed, man, who have been a champion in the truck series. I think a lot of people forgot about Sheldon Creed's championship win back in 2020, the COVID year. But, that itself was great. And then on top of that, he's now racing in Xfinity, So he hasn't been able to execute, but I honestly think it is going to be happening here soon, and he will eventually get it done. Again, it's just taking him more time than others, which is okay. Again, it's a little bit sad to see. I wish I could have seen Sheldon Creed go down victory lane a few more times. There's been so many heartbreaks with him, but I hope, NASCAR Fan 19, that we are able to both watch him go down victory lane one day, because he has been really pushing for that. And it's been a long time coming for Sheldon Creed in the Xfinity Series, for sure. Somebody also that I feel like we need to kind of be a little bit wary of here and have a conversation about is going to go ahead and be Riley Herbst. Yes, Riley Herbst. I think a lot of people forget that Riley Herbst is even racing in the NASCAR Cup Series this season. It's kind of funny because him and SVG are currently going at it for I think rookie of the year or something, I believe, like along the lines of that. So it's kind of crazy to see how bad Herbst has actually been. And I'm not saying this is the end of Herbst's career or whatever, but I'm saying he just has not been performing up to 2311 racing cars standards. Again, we had Bubba Wallace win at Indianapolis, showed a greater ordeal of speed there. Reddick was consistent as well. Reddick is a championship contender right now. Where is Riley Herbst's great equipment? A kind of an underperformance there for sure. I hope Hendrick wins their last championship with Camaro. Rest in peace, 2022. Yes, for sure. William Byron will have more wins than Ryan Blaney. Maybe. Yeah, he sucks. I'm not gonna say Herbst sucks right now, because again, there is definitely more time for him to improve and get a bit better than he is already. But right now, he most definitely is not in the greatest spot. I mean, for team-wise, he is. I would say probably out of that entire team, he's the least focused on when it comes down to priority of making sure the cars are great. But I still, he's racing for 2311 Racing for Michael J. So for MJ. So it's a little bit hard to excuse how bad he's been. I don't know. I've been a Herbst fan for a couple of years. It's disappointing to see him fail. It is, but, you know, just in all honesty here, it took Riley Herbst a while to be able to get it done inside of the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And that was more or less, you know, him coming up short from race wins. But this now is him just sucking in the Cup Series. So again, it is his rookie year. So I can't be as hard on him as I should be. I'm gonna give him some slack though. But I would say if things don't start picking up for him about halfway through next year, then there is gonna be some slight problems with Riley Herbst racing in the Cup Series. For sure, or at least at the end of next season. If things don't start picking up, then I would say it's a bit disappointing, honestly. I've been a Herbst fan for a couple of years. I think Corey Haim and Herbst will switch rides for next year. Herbst in 11 truck, Haim in 35 car. I think, if anything, Herbst will go down to the Xfinity Series. I don't think he would go down to the Truck Series, in my opinion, though. Yeah, Herbst is almost 300 points. I'm like, yeah, he is performed quite horribly. In all honesty with you, to say it shortly and to say it nicely, that is pretty much exactly what has happened here. He has underperformed greatly. And it's sad to see. It is sad to see. But I still think that Riley Herbst has potential in winning eventually, or getting on the level of being halfway decent in Cup, but it's just going to take some time, like everything. He's only beating Cody Ware, who's 400 points at the cut line. That's crazy. And he's in a 2311 racing car, which is crazy. I think he's 38th in the point standings, which is just mind shocker, crazy. I don't know. I'm sad I feel bad for the guy, but it's like, I don't know. It's not really his. It is. He sucks. He sucks. That's all I can really say, to be honest with you. He just sucks. It's Riley Herbst. What do you expect? 6 y'all stopping by. What's going on again? Hopefully everyone's having a great night so far. I know I am myself. You know, a little bit upset that the NASCAR E5 servers are no more, but it is what it is, honestly. You know, no more NASCAR E5. No more video games for a few more months now. I mean, we're going to be doing a Roblox stream here eventually. But right now, it's more or less YouTube Shorts, staying up to date with NASCAR 25, polls, IRL streams, and that's it. Robert's not. Yeah, I mean, again, it is his rookie season, so maybe we can't be that hard. But I don't want to see a Riley Herbst bust video until about the end of next season. Because if he's not performing by the end of next season, then I think it's time to pull the plug. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, though. Maybe we shouldn't at all, but that's my opinion. You agree? What's going on, Chase, man? How are you doing? But yeah, how's everyone's evenings going? There's only a few of us in here tonight, but I can't really complain. Saturday night, so I was hoping for a few more peeps, but it's okay. We'll be live for a little bit longer. Maybe we'll go for an hour tonight. And also, you don't need to deal with playing Heat 5 and then your Wi-Fi dies anymore. Yeah, well, before NASCAR 25 comes out, we're going to be getting better Wi-Fi to be able to handle the new game. And also, I'm going to be switching and upgrading to a PS5 here soon. So, definitely fun and good to see. 35th points is low-key wild. I would understand if he was like 25th to 27 points, but still. I mean, he's in a 2311 racing car. And there's people like, I don't mean, like, Hocevar is even beating him in points. Like, that's crazy, in my opinion. We're talking about a guy that used to self-spin gate himself at tracks like Talladega, and now he's a crazy cut prospect. I don't know, man. It's just a little bit wild to see. Because if your Wi-Fi can handle E5, I definitely want to handle NASCAR on Unreal Engines. No, not at all. I guarantee it. Hey, y'all stopping by. What's going on tonight? I can drop who you guys think is going to go ahead and get that victory done at Iowa down in the chat below. I want to kind of elaborate on it and talk to you guys about it. Hocevar is doing much better. He's 23rd, actually, in points, I'm pretty sure. He's doing much better than Mr. Herbst down in, like, 35th or 36th. Crazy above Keselowski, yeah. Keselowski, ever since he's left Team Penske, has most definitely fallen off. Not that it's his fault, but it's a little bit sad. I mean, I remember back in 2020, Keselowski was halfway decent. What's up, Emma? How you doing? Good to see you stopping by. I remember back in 2020 where we were talking about Brad Keselowski is great driver. I mean, he's got what, 36 wins, this guy? Amazing. And a title back in 2012, I believe. Probably one of the most forgotten about championships. I mean, I honestly, you sit there and you think about the NASCAR Cup Series field, and when you say champion, Brad Keselowski really doesn't ring a bell, which is really crazy to sit there and think about, considering this was only a few years ago. But on the whole, getting back on the Carson Hocevar now, Carson Hocevar definitely the next hottest driver, the hottest driver for racing, and some people would say off track, and just generally a great prospect. So I can consider Hocevar is, I mean, everyone go vote on that poll, but I think Hocevar undoubtedly is going to be a better driver than Bubba Wallace. But maybe I could be wrong. We still need to see Hocevar win a brick card, or get, two more wins than Bubba. I mean, again, it all depends. But I think if we talk 9 to 10 years down the road, Hocevar most definitely is going to have some type of edge over Bubba. I don't know what it will be, but I think it will. Just because Hocevar has shown more consistency and better racing skills. Now, his temper and his personality sometimes can be over the top. I will say that. But you know what? We need more people like him in our sports. Also, Hocevar, great driver. Boom. His ability to handle a race car on the racetrack for his age, for his youth, is crazy. He's very good and talented. So that's why I'm going to put him a little bit over Bubba. Bubba, Great driver, do not get me wrong. But it took him a long time to be able to capitalize on a race which was rain shortened. And I'm not sitting there hating on that. That was a very well-deserved victory. But what I will say is that he never won in the 43 car. Host of ours running in a car that is equivalent to Richard Petty's Motorsports back in 2020, 2019, 2018, whenever Eric Almirola injured his back, he had the opportunity to come in and race. Again, that's why I will give him the edge over Bubba. Nemechek 22nd and Jones 23rd. Again, I would not leave Jones out of winning a race this year until we get past Darlington during the playoffs. I don't think Jones is going to make the playoffs by any means unless he wins Daytona, But we need to get to the point where we are past Darlington to start leaving him out of the opportunity of winning, unless we get to Talladega. Now, Talladega being so close to the championship round of 4 this year. What's going on? What's up, Harvey? You're at a Mexican restaurant right now. Hello! ¿Qué pasó, my friend? But I was going to say that I definitely think we can't leave Eric Jones out from winning. Definitely not. Roblox to stream later? Maybe. Probably not, though. In all honesty, I'm tired. I'm going to be watching some Dr. Phil on the big screen. Oh! Do y'all want to see something cool? If you do, I can show you guys something cool right now. I got to show y'all my Coca-Cola cooler. This is where I keep all my drinks at. Well, soda for now until we're 21. All right, so let's go over here. Look at this thing. So beautiful. I absolutely love it. There's some clothes in the way there, but absolutely beautiful. It's got some good old drinks in it right now. Well, there's all water in it. It used to be ice. But everything in it's ice cold. Beautiful thing right there. And then we got this shelf of NASCAR shit. This shelf over here. All that crap. You know. The whole 9 yards. I got a random TV on the ground right there. You know. Whatever. I love it. That's probably one of my favorite things in my room right now. It costed $200. Definitely not a cheap purchase, but don't worry. I bought that before I was contemplating getting a PS5 before I returned to YouTube. Probably about 3 months ago now I bought that. Eric Jones is better at Joe Gibbs racing than Ty Gibbs has been, for sure. I would say give Ty Gibbs one more season. We can start criticizing him now for sure. But I would say give him one more season. And if he doesn't start performing up to the expectations of Joe Gibbs Racing, then Joe Gibbs, Grandpa, Granddaddy, needs to sit here and say, okay, put business aside from family. You can no longer race for me. I'm going to have to fill your spot for somebody else. Probably won't happen, though. He's probably locked in for life up there. 95 or so points on the cut line. Yeah. No good, man. No good. If y'all have not already smacked that like button, though, let's try to get to 20 likes by the time we're done on here this evening. I would appreciate that. Ty is going to be in the 54 for life regardless of performance. Oh, yeah, probably. You know, it's a bit sad just because someone potentially with more talent will be able to fill the shoes of the 54, if you guys will. But knowing how familia and how, you know, your family owning a cup team can pretty much change your career, it sucks, you know? It definitely sucks. You know, maybe we'd be able to see a guy who was a little bit more deserving in the 54 race in it come 2 or 3 years from now. Giving him a lot of time, Ty Gibbs, honestly. But, you know, probably the way it is, it won't happen. And we all know that. You can't put family into business. It's going to ruin it unless your family member is good. Exactly. Almirola racing full-time for JGR for 1 year would do something. Maybe, I'm not sure. Again, he was in a top equipment and a top-tier team with SHR. I mean, they were top tier. And he didn't really perform too well. I mean, SHR was a 4-star, probably, I would say. maybe on the rim of being a 5-star team, depending on how you guys look at it. But again, he didn't really do too much there. But I would definitely like to give Eric Almirola a shot for 1 year. Again, in the Cup Series. Again, he's won 2 times. He's won more than Ty Gibbs has. So, I mean, no matter if he has more starts or not, I mean, he's won more than Ty Gibbs has. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a Ty Gibbs hater, which I don't think I am. I don't know, guys. What do we think? Busher and Priest battling for the final playoff spot. Yeah, it's crazy. I think Busher, though, in all honesty, is gonna get a edge over him. Almirola has 3. I thought he only had Talladega and New Hampshire. Where did his other one come at? Was it a Daytona night race? I'm pretty sure he only had 2, right? Or maybe he had 3. You know what really is sad? The fact that Austin Dillon wrecked Eric Almirola in the last lap in the 2018 Daytona 500. Oh, Daytona 2014, you're right. In the 43 car. You're right. In the 43. What do you think about how Bowman has performed at Hendrick? Should he be kicked out for someone else or stay in the car? My whole opinion with Alex Bowman being, racing at Hendrick Motorsports, he isn't that good. I'm going to say it flat out. Maybe he is a driver deserving of a team like Trackhouse. But the only reason why he's even able to probably put together the finishes he does is because he's in a Hendrick Motorsports car. He's just not up to standard at the moment. In my opinion. GV Bailey, hey Looney, I got a NASCAR 25 team name already planned. I'm calling it Turbo Fast, which stands for Action Time Team. Toyota is my star manufacturer. Is that going to be in my league, GV? Because I'm definitely be starting a league when that comes out. Bowman being 15 in points. I am not points right now. I'm not the worst driver ever. Again, being 15th in points in a Hendrick car, not running the best, not being in contention for wins. Again, 2021, people will say, yeah, great season, but you realize Pocono was a fluke. Larson was definitely going to win that race. And a multitude of other things. And I'm not saying Alex Bowman definitely has talent. He is a Cup driver worthy. But honestly, he would probably be like Eric Jones. Who agrees? I think that is the best comparison I can make to him. I definitely think that is a thing. Alex Bowman would exactly the same if he didn't race at such a good team. In my opinion. But again, Bowman fans will say, oh, well, he's good. He's good. Don't get me wrong. Alex Bowman, top-tier race car driver. But not worthy of a Hendrick Motorsports spot, in my opinion. If it doesn't start working in another year, place him out. My opinion. Per league. Let me see if I can game on PC first. Yeah, right? How you doing, GB? Hopefully you're alright, though. Oh, man, though. How's everyone saying? If y'all haven't already done it already, make sure you'll smack that like button. I would appreciate that a lot, guys. Get us up to 20 likes before the time we are done on here. But, I definitely think, Alex Bowman is a good driver still. But I don't think he's as worthy of a Hendrick Motorsports ride as the other 3 are, in my opinion. But again, everybody is entitled to their own. So I'm interested to see what you guys have to say about that, in all honesty. I know maybe it's a little bit controversial. I don't know. But I'm not saying he's a bad driver, again, by any means. But just not... I don't know. Difference between Eric Jones and Alex Bowman is that Eric Jones didn't start his Cup career in backmarker equipment. That is true. Thought I'd drop by and say hello and tell you my NASCAR team quick. See you later, Lenny. See you later, GB. Thanks for stopping by. Which side you want for the rivalry in NASCAR right now, Byron or Logano? I haven't really looked too much into that rivalry yet. I would probably have to do a little bit more research before I can sit there and give my full opinion on it. Just to be safe, to be quite honest with you. But, you know, I don't know. I do not know. And you guys stopping by, what's going on again? Hopefully everybody's having a great night here. We hit a new channel record, 37,000 channel views last hour. I'm very appreciative of that, so thank you guys very, very much. It sucks that I'm a fan of all the underperformed drivers. Herb, Suarez, Jones, Bowman. That is a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, the best performing one on there that I think has the biggest shot at the moment would probably be Bowman, just because of his equipment situation. You know what I mean? I don't know though. I'm really interested to see how that goes over. In all honesty, what's going on, Chase Briscoe 11? How you doing? Good to see you stopping by. Yeah, but if y'all not checked out the newest short either, NASCAR's Best Finishes, make sure y'all go check it out. I'll leave a link to it down in the comment section below. If you're also here on the stream, make sure you guys say hello to your boy Looney. I want to see all your guys' beautiful faces up inside the live stream, or your beautiful profile pictures, I will say. Would you rather have prime Jeff Gordon or prime Kyle Busch? I mean, I would be more interested in probably seeing a prime Jeff Gordon, just because of how iconic Jeff Gordon and the Rainbow Warrior is, in my opinion. But I would be down to be alive to see prime Kyle Busch for sure. Make sure y'all go click this video link that I'm setting in the chat. Give it a big fat thumbs up for your boy Looney. The nerds aren't ready for when I get a girlfriend, because they are not ready for the reply. I have a girlfriend when I'm trying to troll me. Oh my gosh. Gordon for sure. Yeah, I would rather see prime Gordon. Again, I mean, a lot of people will probably say Busch, and I wouldn't be surprised. But I feel like Gordon for me would be a little bit more iconic. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I mean, everyone has their different preferences for sure. How's everyone doing tonight though? So who do we again? Let's reset the book here. Who do we have winning at Iowa? Drop it down below. All race picks go down below in the chat. Who do you guys think will get it done at Iowa? Iowa Raceway, Iowa Speedway, whatever you call it. Call it whatever you want, I guess. Whatever you want, Raceway. Jeez. Ugh. Do you see Kyle Busch crash in practice? Yes, I did. He took a very, very nasty hit into that outside retaining wall at Iowa. Very, very nasty gig. I hope everyone's Byron again. Not a bad pick. Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate. Again, everything that's been going on with RCR, it's kind of crazy to see them smack the wall, you know. And it being Busch is a little bit sad, you know. I mean, I really hope that Richard Childress, it's mostly him, honestly. I mean, yeah, you could say Austin Hill, too. I really hope Richard Childress gets a grip soon, though, man. It's a bit upsetting seeing how crappy that team has performed. And, again, I think the first step in the correct direction would be getting Austin Dillon out of the 3. Excuse me, nasty burp there. He's not horrible. But I feel like there is better prospects for that car. You know, he just hasn't performed great. Or not even, you don't even need to be great. Just good. Yeah, he has crown jewels is one thing I will say. But, I don't know, man. Needs to cut the crap. Yeah, and that's my opinion, too. I agree. Will Kyle Busch finally win, or he missed the chase? Probably missed the playoffs, in my opinion. I don't see Kyle Busch winning. The RCR, at the moment, does not have winning speed like that. It's just it doesn't look possible. It just doesn't. I hate RC with that running passion except for Bushy. RC should just step down. To be honest, he is rooting the legacy of Dale Earnhardt. Harvick made for the team. Seriously, it is a little bit. It's just sad. It's just sad to see where. Excuse me. It's sad to see a team where greats came up through. For example, Dale Earnhardt. For example, Kevin Harvick get ruined because, and for example, Kyle Busch now is racing for the team. Get ruined because we don't separate family from business. And it's sad to see, but that and the attitude change and also putting on our big boy pants would definitely be the first step in the right directions for Mr. Childress, in my opinion. Harvick would not be as good as he was in the aerial direction for sure. What game consoles do you have? I have a PS4 right here. Upgrading to a PS5 in a few weeks, probably a week now. Coming close to being the time to purchase one for sure. But yeah, man, it's just upsetting seeing. What can you do with it? What can you do about it? In all honesty, you can't do nothing about it. And unfortunately, I think Richard Childress is quite stubborn in all honesty, and will not help make the change, the better change going forward. I don't think he will. I don't think he has enough balls to stop being I don't mean to be mean, but just an ass, man. Some of the stuff he says is just so out of line. Like, saying that you are a blue-collared team. As a cup team, you're not a blue-collar at all. I think the closest reference to me seeing a blue-collar team was BJ McLeod with Live Fast Motorsports. That's the last blue-collar team I honestly think I've seen in NASCAR. Was that? That's BS. You cannot sit there and say, oh, I'm a blue-collar team. No! You are worth over $156 million, my friends. Like, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Something here is not adding up. You cannot be blue collar when you are worth over $150 million. When you've had a team that has won 7 championships. When you had a team that has had greats come through it. For example, like Kevin Harvick. You have a top prospect, Kyle Busch. Oh, they're always hating or they're always trying to pick on the blue-collar teams. Shut the hell up, Mr. Childress. In all honesty, seriously, shut up, because it's not helpful, man. Harvick will not be a champion. Garage 66, maybe. Garage 66, yeah, I agree. But I don't really think, I mean, yeah, maybe. But again, BJ McLeod was his own owner of his team and raced to 78. Okay, know who is a real blue-collar team? You want to know who is? You want to know who's a real blue-collar team, man? You want to know who it is? I'll tell you right now who it is. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. You know who it is? Can we guess who I'm going to say? Can we guess? It's an Xfinity team, but can we guess who I'm going to say right now? I want you guys to guess what I'm thinking. What is the most blue-collar team you know in NASCAR? I know one right now. And he's worth probably about $2 million, but he's worked his damn ass off for that money. You want to know who it is? Because I can tell you who it is. That would be it. Mike Harmon. Yes, Mike Harmon, who races the 74 car. Well, gives people the shot at racing it, whether it be in the Truck Series or Xfinity Series. All that bullshit, but you know, it is sad. It's sad to sit there and say that, oh well, this guy is a blue. He's not blue collar. Stop that crap, please. Like, it just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just dumbness. If y'all want to already, make sure y'all smack that like button on the stream. I would appreciate that very much. Um, we got our boy with us currently, Mr. Rainbow Man right here. You know, but ridiculous, ridiculous. But we already got the picks going on for Iowa. I'm looking forward to that race. We'll see who wins. Looking forward to get back on a short track here and seeing again. I got Josh Berry winning. I know maybe like a not the best pick, but I definitely see someone like Josh Berry getting it done. I don't know really why. I mean, he was all right last year. Definitely not the best, but we'll see. We will see. We will see, guys. Anything y'all want to ask, drop a comment down below in the chat. I will most definitely try to respond to you guys here. I definitely want to. Trying to go ahead and look through my phone here to see if I can find any good pictures to make my background. Can't find any good things here. Jimmy Johnson, boom, confetti. Oh my gosh. I don't know though. It's upsetting. I like this one the most. I feel like Chase Elliott is going to be the cover for NASCAR 25. I wouldn't really be surprised if Chase Elliott was, in all honesty. He probably will be. But I would like to see William Byron for a change as the cover. I honestly think, I could be wrong with this, probably am. I honestly think, though, William Byron is going to be the cover for NASCAR 25, in all honesty, because they have been showing so many photos of William Byron, whether that be inside of in-game photos, almost every single picture, whether it be Dale Earnhardt Jr., whether it be Monster Games and iRacing themselves, are showing pictures of freaking William Byron. Every one of them are. So I really wouldn't be surprised if it is Willie B. What did you get, Ryan? What new diecast did you get? For 10K subscribers, you should do a Q&A for something like that. Yeah. A Q&A for what, Saints? What are you thinking? Standing up right now, currently. I kind of like standing up. With all respect to William Byron, Byron is iRacing Golden Boy. He is. But it would be kind of iconic to see William Byron, who came up through iRacing, end up on the front cover of a NASCAR video game. How about we do this one? I know Ryan Blaney already was with NASCAR 21, but let's do William Byron, Christopher Bell, and Chase Elliott. Just have the most popular driver on there still. I don't know about anything, to be honest. Maybe Q&A would be cool. Q&A would be cool. What are your new diecasts, Brian? Y'all like Adam Alexander up here or no? Looney, who do you want on the NASCAR 25 soundtrack? I'm down for anything. I know we're gonna get some Jelly Roll on there already, which is, I'm not a big Jelly Roll fan, but I know I like the song "I Need a Favor." That's definitely a good song. Hopefully, that's on the game. If it is, I'll be stoked about that. But unfortunately, when I'm streaming, I'm not going to be able to use it because copyright reasons and all that stuff. If y'all have not already smacked the like button, I would appreciate that. But I can't really use it because of copyright reasons. Okay, so we got Dilly, the dildo. Oh, I'm kidding, Diffie, bro. I love P Diffie. P Diffie. So we got Adam Alexander right here. This is a chop photo. Mike Joy, P Diffie, Jamie Little, great. Gotta love Jamie Little. Another Mike Joy picture right here. Like, this is my boy right here, bro. I love Mike Joy, honestly. But Jamie Little is also interesting to have out here. um, Off topic, but some ordinary gamers, Mirtha Drama for him faking an engineer assistant. Yeah, that's dumb. Looney, who do you want on the NASCAR 25 century? Again, I listed some names, but I'll be definitely interested to see Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll's already on there. Zach Brown, maybe. I don't know. Just some country. And we also want a mix of other artists. Looney, why is the background Adam, A. Lee, Diffie, Mike Joy, and Jerry Little? I've just been switching through them, kind of joking around with it, but, you know, I don't know. I kind of like messing with the background. It's funny. Mike Joy and Lee Diffie would be a elite combo in the booth. Again, Mike Joy right now isn't really at his best peak of time period, but I mean Mike Joy back in 20, I mean even back 2020 would be cool with P Diffie. P Diffie. I love saying P Diffie. If y'all want to smack that like button, there's 9 of you guys in here. I know you guys are, Casey Mears car, by the way, the Squidward. Y'all like that? If y'all not already, make sure y'all smack that like button. I would appreciate that a lot. Let's try to get it to 20 likes by the time we are done on here. I know it's most definitely possible to do. I made a comment on which diecast I got. Oh, let me see. Matt Mills, 2024 Truck diecast. Denny Hamlin, 2024 Richmond. Win diecast. Connor Zillich, Watkins Glen, 2024 diecast. Chris Buescher's 2025 Fastenal diecast. My first 2025 diecast too. Nice! Looney most definitely needs to buy some 124 scale diecast. I most definitely need to get some more. Yeah, smash that like button if y'all haven't already. Thank you so much, Denny Hamlin fan. I appreciate that. Casey Mears' return on NASCAR Cup this year was special. Anything but special. I'm kidding. It was cool to see. Derek Cole. I wish we got more ARCA diecast, to be honest. That would be really cool. But, hopefully they bring in more ARCA stuff. I think once we start getting a ARCA roster for... I mean, we already have the ARCA roster for NASCAR 25. Cletus McFarland would be cool. But I'm really excited to be able to start running ARCA on the new game. That's going to be so fire. It's going to be absolutely great. So if you guys are excited for NASCAR 25 itself, too, make sure to smack that like button and subscribe with notifications on, because we are definitely be doing hella NASCAR 25 content and live streams when it does drop, for sure. Imagine Iron Maiden in the NASCAR 25 soundtrack. That would be interesting. There's a lot of different things I would like to see in the new NASCAR soundtrack, but again, I'm not going to be using it that much. I mean, I'm going to for sure preview it all after the first stream because, right when the game drops, we're going to be live. Like, whether it be at nighttime, whether it be the next day, like, I'm pre-ordering it as soon as it becomes able to play. On the 14th of October, we are getting on. There is no excuses. No excuses at all. We are very hyped for that. NASCAR would be sensitive about... yeah, I mean, again, there will be different things. But, again, it's more or less... I'm happy, too, that this game should be great. Anything y'all want to comment down below, feel free to do. It can be anything NASCAR related. But I'm really excited because... And I'm also skeptical, too, now thinking about it, because we had some of the same hype going into NASCAR 21. But listen, one thing I will say about me being a bit more optimistic about this one is that Dale Earnhardt Jr. is right along the side of it, watching it happen, watching it be made, giving input. We're having drivers like Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace, Ryan Blaney play the game, test it, give insight, and that's awesome. I'm all for that. That's what we should be doing with NASCAR games. I'm all for that. They would for sure never let Slayer songs in there. Oh, no, never. Squidward car, yes. Casey Mears, bro. Amazing. Amazing paint scheme. Gotta give it up behind me. What's up, Looney? Just came back from my grandpa's birthday party and drove my parents there. Perfect timing for stream because I'm building Legos now. Amazing. So you get to sit here and watch me with Casey. Oh, fuck, I almost fell off my bed. With Casey Mears. Squidward, you know what I'm saying? It's a great thing. Great thing. Also, hi, I just came back again. Hi, I know you left me. What the hell? I'm so excited for the NASCAR game though. It's gonna be so much. It's gonna be a ball to play on PS5. Getting better internet then too. We're going back to Xfinity because T-Mobile is trash. In all honesty, I mean, some people will sit there and they'll hate on Xfinity, but Xfinity's been nothing but good to me, in all honesty. Also, if y'all not smack that like button yet, make sure you do so. Very, very, very big thing we hit last hour. We hit 37,000 channel views, which is crazy. That is a new record by far. That is setting the bar for the Looney69 channel on shorts at least. So thank y'all very much for all the support there. I'm sorry I was babysitting and my child wanted to play soccer with me. You're good. Imagine there was a Penske Star car, or was there already a car like that? I don't think so. A Patrick Star. I don't think there was. I think SpongeBob's been there. I don't think there's ever been a Patrick car. I'll have to actually look into that. I don't know if y'all seen Joey Gase's paint scheme today, but there was a King of the Hill paint scheme, which was quite interesting. I am, matter of fact, watching SpongeBob right now. Really good. I hope NASCAR 25's put Jeff Gordon as a championship edition cover in his fame. Well, again, let me shut this shit off real quickly here. Crap, let me go that. Because I gotta move spots. They put, look at this. They put Bill Elliott on this one, which I found quite interesting. Yeah, this piece of garbage that I paid. There's not a price tag on it, but I paid. Guess how much I paid for this? Y'all ready? Guess. Guess how much I paid for this? Guess. Well, my mom paid because I wasn't old enough then. But guess what? Guess how much I paid for this shit? This piece of shit. Guess. Guess. I want y'all drop a number, any number. No, not 70. No. No, not 60. No, not 60, not 70. No, a little bit higher than 70. $75. 200 is crazy. $75 for this piece of shit. I mean, it's kind of cool, Bill Elliott on the cover and all that crap, but really, bro, for this crap, and you'll wonder why we are fucking skeptical, because we have pieces of shit like this, bro. This is dog shit. You wonder why people are like, oh, well, this doesn't look good. You know why? Because this existed. Get a grip, dude. You know, I'm gonna actually go on a rant here. You know who pissed me off the other day? And maybe y'all can cancel me. You know what YouTuber really aggravated me the other day? I want y'all to take a guess. You know who I'm actually loving right now? Gary Owens, my fucking bestie, bro. I fucking love that guy. But listen, know who aggravated me the other day? Saying, we can't really. We can't. By the way, My Chemical Romance, great band. By the way, NASCAR fan 19. Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, Falling in Reverse. All great bands. If you're alternative, great stuff. Real Radman kind of aggravated him the other day when he said that, we cannot be judging stuff by the cover of this game, and there's only a 3-second clip. Yeah, but you know why? People paid $75 for this. And people are aggravated. So sorry, people may be a little bit on edge, my friend, but there's no reason to it. Love you too, Penske. Imagine 3 Days of Grace, Theory of Dema, My Chemical Romance, Falling in Reverse. System of a Down, very cool bands. I love I love all those bands, of course. Why don't you push me for the last time? And I say another word done. Yeah, great singing from Looney there. My Chemical Romance is good. You know what? I would like to see, like, listen here. Charlie XC, anywhere from Charlie XCX to Queen to Lil Wayne to Jelly Roll to Panic at the Disco, Black Eyed Peas, Ozzy Osbourne, in this new game, in my opinion, would be sick. All of those names would be amazing. Um, you know, I love that stuff for sure. Uh, I'm not gonna show you guys my playlist. They should have Roof Spirits radio song in the game. That would just yeah. There's a lot of stuff they can do with the soundtrack here. I just hope they do the right thing. Like, okay, who wants to see Looney's playlist? I'm not gonna play any audio, obviously, but if y'all wanna see Looney's playlist, let me know. Let me know. I gotta show y'all. Do you miss EA making NASCAR games again? I wasn't really alive during that time period, so I can tell you definitely if I do miss them or not, in all honesty. Do y'all want to see a Looney 69 playlist? If you do, I got you. On your downtime, listen to Finger Elvin Slow Chemical. Alright, I will. Or the soundtrack is diverse. I hope it is. Like there's a lot of stuff. I wanna see like Red Hot Chili Peppers too. I think that would be cool. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. That would be cool. Why isn't that song in any NASCAR games? That's like a good, like you're in the lobby, and next thing you know, you hear, give it away, give it away, give it away now, give it away. Like, bro, come on, that'd be like such a good song to have. Going in the lobby when you're making a paint scheme or you're looking through drivers. Like, honestly, bro, why not? Like, that's such a good song. Maybe I'm just a glazer, but I like everybody. I like everybody's music. Banger for sure. How many songs does Looney have on his playlist? I have over 300. I'll go through all my songs right now, actually, for you guys. All right. Von Dutch by Charlie XCX. Bark at the Moon by Ozzy Osbourne. Downtown by Pujla Clark. Can't Stop, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Hope by XXXTentacion. 1999 by Queen. Soldier from Destiny's Child and Lil Wayne. Bitty Bitty Bum Bum by Selena. You Look Like You Love Me by Ella Langley. Orange Soda by Baby Keem. The Heart of Rock and Roll by Huey Lewis in the News. Chi Chi by Chimbla. The Shame of Life by the Butthole Surfers. 8675309 by Tommy Two-Tone. American Idiot by Green Day. Shaken by Any Money. I'ma Be by Black Eyed Peas. I Write Sins Not Tragedy by Panic at the Disco. Lavaca. El Beeper. For What It's Worth by Buffalo Springfield. Mama I'm Coming Home by Ozzy Osbourne. Otis by Jay-Z, Otis Redding, and Kanye West. El Beeper by Oro Solda, 4K by El Alpha, El Taxi by Osama Garcia, Who Was in My Last Room Last Night, Butthole Surfers, Cupid Chokehold by Gym Class Heroes. I could keep going. I'm going to keep going. Sorry for Party Rocking by LFMAO. The Drug in Me Is You by Falling in Reverse. Tainted Love by Marilyn Manson. Salad Days by Mac DeMarco. Patty Cake by Kodak Black. Tap Out by J-Rock. Angry by Rio the Young OG. Popular Monster by Ronnie Radke. Ally Mode by Mindless Self-Indulgence. The Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson. Seasons of Love by, I don't even know, it's just a play song. Good Riddance by Green Day. It's the End of the World as We Know It. Pepper by Butthole Surfers. Hot in Here by Nelly. Give It Away by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. In My Room by Insane Clown Posse. 360 by Charlie XCX. Money for Nothing and Your Checks for Free by Dire Straits. Touch the Sky by Kanye. Doja Cat, Unforgettable by Thomas Rainey, Summer's Coming to Shine, My Own Worst Enemy by Clint Black. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there. I don't want to be my type. Yeah. No, I was just reading down my playlist. What do we think about my playlist, guys? I could go down. Make it nasty. Yo, what we need? We need Tyga, bro. Tyga and NASCAR 25 would be kind of cool, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Have you heard of the Take by have you heard of it? Takes by Two by Rob Bass? No. Gotta take 3 hours for all songs. Yeah, no, I was gonna. If they want to be diverse, at least play rap hip hop music from 1986. Well, if I think about stuff like that, I think of like Naughty by Nature, Brian. OPP, yeah, you know me, all that crap. I have that song on my playlist, by the way. I don't mind the sometimes. The images it shows. Yeah, Harder fan. They're one of my favorite bands, actually, believe it or not. Do you even know who they are? Amazing band. If you're a Butthole Surfers fan, I have not only listened to Pepper put me on to the band, obviously, but I started listening to them more and actually started liking them more. Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken lies. You never know just how you look through other people's eyes. A great song, by the way. Go check out the Butthole Surfers. Honestly, great, phenomenal band. If you want to hear songs that Looney listens to a lot, go check out the Butthole Surfers for sure. Here's an interesting fun fact: "Money from Nothing" by Dire Straits, don't cancel me for this, has the word faggot in it quite a few times, which I find fucking hilarious. I mean, for the time period, that wasn't a bad thing to say. And I don't really think, I mean, it's in a musical terms, which I don't think is a bad thing either. How are we doing tonight, guys? Any else stopping by? What's going on? I know I kind of went off on a separate rant besides NASCAR, but I always love talking about music and stuff. Yeah. Look up Without Playing Audio being caught by stealing Jane's action. I'll check it out after the stream. Put it before I end the stream, please. Resend that comment, Brian, and I'll most definitely check it out. What's going on, everybody, though? Marilyn Manson feels too terrifying to listen to. Again, some of it is for me. Marilyn Manson's a little bit on the edge for me. I mean, I don't really listen to him that much. He's a little bit much, but I have like 2 songs by Marilyn in my playlist. Yeah. You know what band I honestly think arguably should be in NASCAR 25? Falling in Reverse is a very, I mean, it's kind of in the mix of like music, like that would look good in a game. There's commercials from the 1980s in England for a meal called Efflers, and one guy called a few reviewers. Really? Oh my gosh. That's funny. Yeah, not even the riff for that song as well was a mistake too, which is quite interesting actually if you look into that. If y'all not already smack the like button on the stream, make sure y'all go ahead and do so. I have a ceiling fan in the background there. But yeah, make sure y'all smack that like button for me. Oh, shit. And there is a product from 1980s called, am I joking? Really? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. 5 of y'all stopping by, what's going on? Again, I know it's a little bit late for us to be going live, but you know what? It's not too bad. It is not too bad in here right now. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. You know what I'm saying, boys? I'll take what I can get. What it is ain't exactly clear. Yeah, if y'all want to smack that like button, let's do it, boys. Let's get that like button up there. 31,000 channel views this hour. Wow, you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank y'all so much for your support, seriously. So back on the NASCAR track here. Who is your picks to get it done at Iowa this weekend, guys? Lee Diffie here on the background. I'm the Lee Diffie lookalike, actually, Loki. Y'all see it? Am I a Lee Diffie lookalike, guys? Can I do it? Can y'all see it? Low-key Bell. Bell? Honestly, not a horrible pick. Would not be surprised if Christopher Bell was able to get that done. Would not be surprised at all, honestly. I'm trying to look like Lee Diffie right now, guys. I am not going to lie to you. I am trying to look like our goat, our legend, our savior, Lee Diffie. They need to put the Boys Are Back in Town. That'll be a really good song to put in there. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. There's 3 of you guys in here. What the hell? Where do y'all go? Come back. Wherever y'all went, come back. I need y'all all back in here. Who's still in the stream, guys? I got the diff in here right now. Who is still in the stream? If you're in stream right now, say something. Say something. Bro, we got 9 likes now. We were up to like 12. What the hell, guys? How come you guys unlike the stream? How come you guys unlike the stream? Got Mike Joy, my boy. Jamie Little. Oh my gosh. Ugh. The Beastie Boys should be a NASCAR 25 soundtrack. That's actually good rap hip hop. I agree. For that era, yeah, it's probably good. Beastie Boys would definitely be a good pick. Huh. I can do that. I didn't even know I could do that. I didn't even know I could go ghost mode there. Carson Hocevar, Sam Mayer. He won today, so we'll keep him up on the board for a little while. Beastie Boys would definitely be good in a NASCAR game soundtrack, I feel like, for sure, honestly. For sure, Brian. You gotta fight for your rights to party. I agree. Great musica. Whew. So happy for Sam, even though I couldn't watch. Yeah, I watched bits and pieces of the race, in all honesty. So I got to see some of it happen and some of it not. But, caution's early on. When I first ended up seeing the, what's up, Graylin? How you doing? Good to see you stop by. When I first seen the whole incident come out, the first caution of the day come out, I was like, oh shit. This isn't gonna be good. This is gonna be a crapshoot. And I was like, oh, I hope it's not. And then it ended up not being too bad. I'm really surprised Connor didn't come through. Mr. Zoich didn't come through. Getting another W, but it ends his, I think, 3-in-a-row streak or 4-in-a-row streak. I don't know how many wins he has in a row. A lot. It ends that streak, though. How you doing, Graylin? Good to see you. I have not seen you around in a while, so it's definitely good to see you stopping by. Almost at 10,000 now, which is absolutely crazy to sit there and think about. And I think absolutely every single one of you guys who has gotten me to this point on YouTube, it's an absolute blessing. Do you know who Leonard? No, I do not. He's one of the biggest musicians and legends in Canada. Rest in peace, Bill Wayside. I'm sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate. A big loss for the Canadian community for sure. I love the Squidward car on my screen. It's absolutely beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I love Squidward. Squidward's amazing. Guys. What is up? What is up, boys? I kind of like standing up sometimes in stream. But sometimes it hurts my legs a little bit, but I honestly don't mind it that much. Sometimes it can be a good break from just sitting down and doing nothing. I need to go pee. I will be right back, boys. Just hang tight. I'll be right back. Let me go to the bathroom. I promise you guys, I will be right back. In the time being, you guys can go ahead and hang out with Mike Joy, okay? I will be right back. Give me a few minutes. Hello! I'm back. I am back. What is up, you people? How are we doing? Everyone knows and is both very sad and beautiful high bass for sure. I want to see and I think we're gonna get it. Something. But listen, I want to see a diverse range of music, but something that I feel like we've seen in most NASCAR games is it being smaller people, like small, for example, people that don't have much of a outreach or much, of a fan base, got put into the NASCAR Heat Series, and that's kind of what I liked. But I'm definitely glad to be seeing now, more or less. I don't know, diversity. That'll be a little bit crazy, Brian. I'm not gonna lie to you. That would be a little bit crazy. How's everyone's nights going so far, though? If you guys have a pick or want to talk anything NASCAR, feel free to drop it down below in the chat, and I will give you my honest thoughts and opinions about whatever it is. About whatever it is. So drop it down below in the chat. I am interested to see. What a great background. Let's do Austin Hill. Kind of funny after the suspension. Well, he's no longer suspended, guys. No longer suspended. Just interesting. Guess we'll have to go with Squidward car somewhere on here if I can find it. There we go. All right. How easy do you think NASCAR 25 will be able to mod? Well, I've talked to guys like Redneck Jesus who are very close to me in the community and also is a major modder. He's been featured on Michael Marook's as well as Gary Owen's channel. And from what I've heard, Graylin, the game is going to be a little bit harder to mod. And it's also going to be a little bit longer of a wait to mod, considering that it's not coming out on PC for a while after it releases on console, because we don't even have a set release date yet. So definitely something that's a bit unfortunate, and it's a little bit upsetting coming from motorsports games. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a little bit upsetting that we're not getting more information from them for PC. I don't think it's fair to those players, but it's gonna be a while for sure, and it's gonna be around the same, if not a bit more difficult, in all honesty, just because we are again having to wait. And iRacing is probably in Monster Games is gonna make it probably a bit harder than 704 Games did back when they were running the show in operation. So definitely something I would look out for sure. Fun fact, I almost got Austin Hill 2024 Fall Atlanta race win diecast tonight, but I got Connor Zilch because I feel Zilch's car will be more popular than Hill's win. Yeah, probably. I mean, again, the only reason why Hill's really popular right now is because of what happened at Indianapolis last weekend, which was, by the way, totally irresponsible. For somebody that says they want to set an example and lead an example for lower series teams like the Truck Series, lower series divisions, and other teams inside the NASCAR Xfinity Series, it's a little bit aggravating when you sit there and you can make statements like that along the side of Justin Allgaier, and then you go out and right hook someone across your nose and smack them into the outside wall going well over 125 to 140 miles an hour at Indianapolis. That's ridiculous in my opinion. You're crazy, Penske. What are you smoking? Hill made a great move. I'm looking, the penalty was stupid. I'm looking at Austin's 2024 Daytona 164 wins. That'll be probably a bit more popular than his wins. Another one that I think is a bit popular for Hill would probably be his 124 scale Las Vegas win. Again, an oval win for Hill is crazy. Not crazy, but one of his first ones, rage baiting. You're a professional rage baiter then, Penske, I guess. You are a professional rage baiter. Ugh. And hopefully everyone's having a pretty good night so far. I know I am myself, guys. Kind of just chilling out here. And anytime I'm able to go live with you guys, I'm always having a good one most of the time. Most of the time is the key thing there. Got Dr. Phil going in the background right now, but I'll move back over to my gaming setup here. Oh, my goodness. We've been live 88 minutes. That's great. Getting live quite a while. I'm liking the live stream life right now. Almost 40,000. Oh my goodness. Still My Sunshine by Len and Good to Be Alive by DJ Rap. Great songs for the game too. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of different songs they can implement in the game. I'm really interested to see what the full playlist is going to look like. Again, it's supposed to be a very, very diverse game and a very, very diverse playlist in there. So, again, I'm interested to see what they are going to be adding in there. Let me go and put a ping out to the server that we are still live. Making sure everybody knows that, because we've been live for almost an hour and a half now. Hell yeah, guys. We are on that grind right now, if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. Myself. Ugh, my goodness. Hey, man, thought I'd stop by for a little. What's going on, DXN? Good to see you stopping by. Yeah, no, it's definitely good to see you. How are you doing? We're doing all right here, kind of talking about NASCAR 25, talking about the the soundtrack to the game as well, because I know a lot of people are, talking about how diverse it is. Feels good. It's so weird. Heat 5 streams are gone. Yeah, most definitely strange, but again, I guess it's making way for a new better thing, some will say. So I guess we'll have to wait. Do you know what I find ironic? The fact that people complaining on Twitter about how politics like Donald Trump out of NASCAR, but then proceed to have a Palestinian flag in the names. I don't really get too much in that, but I can see where your frustration could stem from. If you also haven't smacked that like button yet, again, make sure y'all go ahead and do so. I would appreciate that a lot. Let's try to get it up to 20 likes by the time we are done on here. I know it's possible. I know we can do it, boys. So let's get that done and let's get that up. Let's get that up. If you just stopped by, smack that like button. Do we miss the Squidward filter? Do we need to bring my Squidward filter back here? That thing was so stupid. I love it though. I absolutely love it. Good response when you get politics out of here. I agree. I don't wanna really talk too much about it. You know what I mean? It's not really. I don't know. I mean, a sport's a sports, and honestly, having politics involved in any of them really isn't good because, I don't know. It creates a divide in a sport that has nothing to do with the sport, so that's where the problem starts with politics and sports, which I'm not saying is a horrible thing, but I'm saying it's not the best. Technics games usually on sale on Steam, yeah. Not surprised. NASCAR 15, I can't find it on Steam. Yeah, I eventually, but I can't find games like NASCAR 15 I wanted to play and maybe even do a live stream on because I find that interesting, but unfortunately, I can't find it on Steam. I don't know if they removed it or whatnot, but I could not find it anywhere on Steam. I've tried, trust me. All I will say here is that I support people who are Jewish. I'm Ukrainian, Canadian. I've got ancestors from Ukraine who could be Jewish, and by name come from the yeah. I respect that for sure. NASCAR 15, best NASCAR game since yeah. I mean, I think there's a reason why it's been a household name for a while now. Not household, but it's been around for such a long time, and has managed to survive with players and videos up till what is it, the 2nd of August 2025, 10 years later. That doesn't just happen overnight. So yeah, I mean, Michael did for sure have an influence um, on the game, but I think that still awesome game, and I'm glad it's around. I wish I could play. I've been trying to find it and dig for it and look for it on Steam, but I've had no luck trying to find it, which is sucky. You know what I mean? Just kind of sucky. I've had no freaking luck with that. Ugh. Have you watched? I have not watched the newest season of Squid Games. That is something that I have not done. To any of you guys stopping by, what's going on? Again, if you have not smacked that like button yet, make sure you'll go ahead and do so. No, I have not watched the new season of Squid Games. I've watched the first two, or the second, I suppose, but not the newest season. Nope. Season 2 I watched. Didn't really watch season 1 too much, but season 2, loved it. Definitely need to get on there, but I haven't really had the time with YouTube and working and all that stuff to sit down at the end of the night and actually watch it. The NASCAR E5 were around for so long. They were first started when N2C4SR was popular within the NASCAR community. Before, if you know type shit. Yeah, of course. I know the whole incident when that happened. I mean, even Heat 5. It's crazy to think that Heat 5 was still around before he eventually got exposed, which is just an unfortunate situation surrounding that we had a content creator do misfortunate things like that and take advantage of the female population of the community. Just very, very upsetting, honestly. And I don't have much female viewers on this channel, but to think that somebody could take advantage of one and use them to their ability and their liking just because you have a following is just absolutely inappropriate. And I hope people are careful out there now and understand that not every NASCAR YouTuber and not every YouTuber in general is just a go-lucky, innocent person. There is some people out there that have very bad intentions for what they're doing. He didn't make it popular. There's many other guys like Michael who continued on the legacy. Guys like, Michael were great. IDK player for sure was in the beginning of NASCAR E5, I would say probably IDK player is most definitely one of the most biggest creators playing that game and making that game popular. I mean, yeah, N2CS4R was kind of around, but he wasn't really. I mean, he was relevant, don't get me wrong, but he was just kind of Convinced like 10 girls watch NASCAR as a whole. Yeah, well, one of them is here on the channel, and it's just even around this community. It saddens me. It saddens me to even and talk about it sometimes. It's like, really, why are people this low? Like, we have one female enter in the stream, right? Emma, she's awesome. Chase Elliott fan, whatever, and they sit here and they just basically harass her, some people. I'm not dropping names. Like, I'm not going to do all that. But I will say it is quite disrespectful to, like, cluster somebody. I don't know why. So Happy Adam Clear found his right way to go. Yeah, he's doing iRacing now, and he's definitely a bit missed around the community, I will say, but I don't think he's returning to NASCAR console gaming at all. I don't know. You know what I mean? Bro's still alive. I am still alive. I am still here, doing my thing. I waited for you, Harvick fan. Smacked it like Vanya. Make sure y'all go ahead and do so. But yeah, no, it's upsetting to see people take advantage of females, younger people. Like, for example, Jason Jacoby took advantage of his girlfriends, beat her, and used his following as a tool to say, you know what? if you do this, this, and this, I'm going to say this to these people and make you hate it. Like, that's like, think about how generally manipulative that is. I don't know. I don't get it, man. I don't understand how you could have something as big as a community like them, even my level, me having thousands of views on YouTube every single day, hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube Shorts, a dedicated following, hundreds of votes and community posts a day, and you go out there and you ruin it by doing something stupid like that. I don't know how. You have the world right here. That's like me going out and doing something stupid. I have the NASCAR community in my palm almost, right? Like I'm at the start of my YouTube, as long as I've been doing it for, I'm 17. I have the start of my YouTube career in my hand. That's like me going out and ruining it. I still have another 15 to 20 years of doing this in my prime. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how guys that are 20 with 30,000 subscribers sit there and do stuff like that. It doesn't, I don't know. It's just sick. And it kind of almost makes you wonder, like, why did N2CS4R even start his channel in the first place? Was it to be power hungry and to manipulate people? Or was it genuinely good intentions when he first started doing YouTube? That's, who knows? Have Mexican with 28 people. Mexican food is absolutely amazing. I love Hispanic food. I love Cuban food. I love Mexican food, Guatemala, all that stuff. Absolutely amazing. I love Hispanic food. I love the culture. Amazing. Does help Jason Jacoby is asset racing too. Yeah, and the fact that he bought a whole entire racing simulator is kind of funny too. On top of that, I don't know. All that stuff came out, but you know, I've had my fair share of running with other people on YouTube. For example, Dustin McGee, you know, didn't like me. It is what it is, but look where he's ended up now. Jason legit made a video called Chase Elliott's Butthole and about Chase Elliott on the toilet. I'm not kidding. He said at the end of the video, rant over Chase Elliott is probably on the toilet. Of course, it is what it is. Not surprised, honestly. Bro spent all that money working at Domino's. Yeah, for real. Stupidity. I just don't. I don't know how you could do something like that. In all honesty, I made a comment about interest. Okay, N2CS4 was at 65K subscribers when he was pumping out NASCAR 5 videos. Those videos getting thousands of views. N2CS4 low key made the game popular and famous, despite being an iffy person, bro. I agree. And again, it's unfortunate to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, I understand that," but it's true. But Michael definitely carried on that legacy way better. Bro, you can't read all the paragraphs. Hey, man. Chat's kind of slurring up, Penske. I can. I just wasn't locking in on that one, I guess. But, I don't know, guys. I'm a little bit disappointed right now. We have 70 guys or 80 guys in here, and y'all have not still smacked that like button yet. Come on! 20 likes, boys. 20 likes. Like, I'm not even going to end the stream, I don't think, until we get 20 of y'all liking the stream. Because this is just messed up. This is just crap. No way you guys aren't liking it up right now. I'm saying. 1 like equals NASCAR 25 will be a goated game. 1 like equals NASCAR 25 will be goated. There's like month periods. I watch Mike every day, then forget about him for a few months. Yeah. I can see where it comes from. His live streams are quite interesting. I love Mike's live streams. Mike's live streams are amazing. They're fun. Always fun to race with Mike. Always fun to race in that community. Great people over there for frickin' sure. I once subscribed to troll Jason Jacoby to see what crap he would post onto YouTube. And the one video was 25 seconds of him ranting about people not eating healthy. Yeah. And uploaded a video at 4 a.m. Yeah. Well, let people eat what they want to eat, bro. Like, I'm a big person on that. I think you only live one life. And, you know, do what you want to do. Eat what you want to eat. You still should try to be as healthy as you can. But you know what? eat what the hell you want to eat. Like, I don't know why he went from working at Domino's, serving people crappy food. You know what? You could turn the table on him and say, oh, well, you know what? You worked at Domino's, so therefore, you were responsible for years feeding people unhealthy food. You are the biggest piece of garbage known to mankind, you piece of scum. That's what somebody. That would be my. If he ever said something on here, that would probably be my response back. Considering you were the problem for 10 years, just because that's ridiculous enough for me to say. That's like saying people that work at McDonald's kill people. Fucking, that's not true. They're just trying to make money because they're broke, and I understand that. But listen, how are you gonna sit there and say, oh, people aren't eating healthy? Jason, I'm sorry, brother. You probably don't even eat healthy either. You just got fast metabolism. That's why you look like a damn twink. Shit. Like, I don't know. Idiotic stuff. Nothing to be disappointed about, Looney. Life is great, and you're a YouTuber with almost 10K. You can drive a car and able to work for money. Exactly. YouTube's great. And eventually we're going to be making money on here. Fantastic. I don't know. Somebody hide NASCAR's best racer, please. They went around saying that, making false allegations about another YouTuber being a pedophile, so I don't want him in the chat. Please remove him, somebody, or time him out. Thank you very much. I don't need him in here. He's very rude to one of the other content creators in this community. I don't want him in here. Thank you. Not only that, but to Domino's on his sim. Yeah, I agree. That's crazy. I wish Eric still did live streams. I've been watching him for a literal decade. Yeah, Eric is he's been around for years. Yeah, thank you, Penske. I appreciate that. It's just stupid, man. What can you? People are rude. I remember him. He's crazy. Yeah, that was wild what he did the other day. I mean, they're calling about Jason Jacoby. Okay. Hello, 9 for Life. How you doing? The fact of Jason Jacoby awake at 4 a.m. still making stupid rant videos on people on a 2004 flip phone is both fucking hilarious and sad at the same time. Yeah. It's sad that somebody it's sad that somebody has the I don't know, the time to do that. Like, it's not that you're doing something for yourself or you're sitting there and having a good time. It's the fact that you're sitting there purposely trying to call out other people for doing stuff that they like. One could never understand that. I don't really know. It's just stupidity in my opinion, in all honesty. What's going on, C2? How you doing? Good to see you stopping by, my friends. How are you? No more NASCAR Heat 5 for us, C2. We're waiting until NASCAR 25. That stupid voice that we used to do is so stupid. I love it, though. I like to laugh at his videos because of how absurd they are. Yes, I don't know if there's any archives of him still up, but if there is, I would laugh. Also, if you haven't smacked that like button, smack it. Bad, I'm tired of you. Eric Step stop motions are the reason I like NASCAR. I wouldn't be in the live stream if I weren't for him. Yeah. I mean, he was the backbone of getting people, I guess, into the community. Yeah, he was. I forgot he did some crazy freaking videos on diecast when he was a kid. He did been around for decades, literally. Well, a decade, I should say, not multiple, just one, but still, very, very long time. Honestly. 70 on something by, what's going on? How are you doing? Not very much of us in here tonight. A little bit underperformed for the live stream, but you know what? I'm not that mad about it. It's alright. He said that I was dead, and then he also went into a guy's stream saying that he was claiming that he was some type of a pedophile when he wasn't. I don't know, something stupid like that. So we don't involve with him here. Yeah, very rude. I hate rain. Why do you hate rain, Harvick fan? What did the rain do to you? Smack that like button, hoes! What are we doing? There's 14 likes in the stream. We're 6 likes away from hitting our goal. Probably. Maybe a mini Jacoby. Delaying the baseball game at Bristol. Oh, shit. I forgot that was on tonight. Almost definitely have to check that out. Who are you thinking will win the championship? Right now, I would probably have to go with guys like Byron. Byron's been pretty consistent, just hasn't won since Daytona earlier this season. But I'm not going to leave like guys like Christopher Bell out. Hamlin. Could this possibly be Denny Hamlin's year at winning a title, C2? I don't know. Honestly. I thought the game was over because I didn't give a crap about baseball, but I was going to watch. I'm back. What's up, Saints? Welcome back. Played a half the first inning and it poured. Wait, are people actually in the track stands, or do they bring pop-up stands that are closer to the field? Denny won't win as long as there is a one-race final, right? Yeah, he just does not have the luck to do it, man. I mean, he's put together 4 freaking wins this season. His most recent coming at Dover. But I don't think he gets it done. Yeah, that is true. Like 3 hours. I asked Meta AI to generate an image of Mia Khalifa with SpongeBob SquarePants. What the hell? That's so random. There is in turn 1 and 2 more in the infield near the field. Yeah, I would figure, honestly. We're 5 likes away from 30, guys. Or 20. He's new age Mark Martin. Yeah, literally. I did a poll probably about 2 weeks ago. Who's the better driver, Mark Martin or Denny? And Denny came through on that one. I think Mark Martin won it, but all-time wins across all series, obviously Mark Martin. But I would say Denny Hamlin now has probably surpassed Mark Martin on the wins on the talent scale. Excuse me. At least in my opinion, I think so. Again, we could sit here and probably argue about it, but I think that arguably Hamlin is much better. Not much better, but has got him by a tad now, and will proceed to probably be better than Mark. I don't know. That's just my opinion. It could go one of 2 ways, though. We'll have to see. But I think that he's kind of past Mark now. I got the Viagra car in my collection. And I've told my friends who aren't NASCAR viewers that I have Mark Martin's 2003 Viagra car, and they laughed. Yeah. Nah. Denny is and was always better than him. No argument. Denny, I say he is, for sure. Kyle Larson is better than Verstappen. Brad Keselowski is my GOAT. Arguably, Brad Keselowski is most definitely one of the most forgotten about, sought after championship caliber drivers out there. I think people forget when you sit there and what's going on, Brad fan, by the way? When you sit there and think about NASCAR fans and you sit there and think about NASCAR drivers in the field, I think people forget that Brad Keselowski is a champion. 2012, great year for him. Won the title. But, again, I think people sometimes just forget that Brad is a champion. And it's a little bit sad. My question to you, Brad Keselowski fan, is how did you feel when Brad Keselowski went from being at Team Penske to moving over to being an owner-operator? It's only a matter of time before Blue Chew joins NASCAR. If you know the sponsor, you know. Blue Chew, funny enough, you said something about that. I wanted to know what Blue Chew was today. I thought it was a condom, but it wasn't. It was Viagra, pills for your you-know-where, your Martinsville hot dog, I guess you could say. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense then. Because they were showing it in all these intimate ways. And I was like, fuck. Is this a condom or is this, sex enhancement pills? So I look it up. I'm like, oh, that's what it's for. And I was like, oh, okay, well, Good thing I won't be needing that anytime soon. They're going after the great audience of NASCAR fans, considering a majority of them are old. Aston Martin got some McLaren tight seat. Landon Castle. I don't know, guys. Sorry about a little off track statement there. I think I know what it is, but I don't want to make it up. Lock in. I chew Hubba Bubba. Gotta love it. I've never seen BK Fenn in here. Caesar in the Xfinity Series had a sponsor. Somebody that I want to kind of talk about that I feel like, I don't know, kind of disappeared. Ryan Vargas. Whatever happened to him? I'm just a NASCAR guy, my friends. One thing I will say though is that I honestly kind of feel a little bit bad for him in the Euro Series, or I think he's in the Pinty Series for the Canadian Series. We were talking about him on Heat 5 once. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. I remember back in 2020 going on TikTok as a little man and seeing him in the TikTok card there. I thought it was the funniest crap ever. If y'all want to again smack that like button, make sure y'all go ahead and do so. We're at 15 likes. Our like goal for tonight would be 20. So if you have not already done it, smack the shit out of that like button for your boy Looney, please. Bam! Caesar, the Xfinity Series, had a sponsor, Maxim, on his car. If you don't know what that is, pretty much a porno mag of a female model in certain positions. Gotta love that. You know what's the most iconic, probably, parts of of NASCAR? Dick Trickle. I don't know if you guys remember who that was. Very old Cup Series driver. Long time ago. I remember finding a clip of him smoking in the car, and I was like, oh, no way NASCAR drivers used to be able to smoke cigarettes inside their cars. It's interesting. I don't know why you ever would want to. Again, I guess cigarettes are really addicting. I've never smoked a cigarette before. But I'm guessing they're very addicting, considering the fact that it is probably already 120 degrees in that car, if not over 100 degrees. And you're lighting a cigarette, which is hot, and is only going to add to your temperature of heat. I don't know, man. That was crazy. He was a legend. Dick Trickle, man. But, yeah. 2020 Roval Xfinity was like a night race. Yeah, pretty much was. I'd smoke to ease the pain if my name was Dick Trickle. Dick Trickle, bro. What a fantastic time. But instead it would have to be the green stuff and not the cigarettes. Reds versus Braves. Bristol will resume at 1 p.m. ET tomorrow. Okay, so no more Bristol B-Ball. They ban tobacco, but they don't ban casino betting sponsors, and those sponsors they had a type of, I think they had Zyn on the car, Zyn or some type of marijuana pen on the car when Kyle Busch won Gateway. I mean, that's a marijuana sponsor. They're in NASCAR. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. It's kind of interesting. That's kind of a weird spot for NASCAR because they have marijuana, but it's like I don't really know. One though, bottom, first runners, no second. I don't really watch baseball. Yeah, they have a pen in there. What is going on, guys? Not y'all stopping by. Dude, Charlotte Rollers should be it would be kind of fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I remember when Charlotte Roll they were racing there in the rain. That was definitely some crazy stuff back then. For freaking sure, I'm not gonna lie. Crazy stuff. The trucks race the Roval during the day on Friday. Yeah, you know what I really like, and it's the very beginning. Very beginning of the season. I really like the fact that the trucks. Excuse me again. I really like the fact that the Truck Series runs Daytona at nighttime. In my opinion, I just love that for some reason. You might go to the Roval race. Roval's awesome, dude. I haven't been there, but I would love to go to the Roval. Remember the Coda Rain race in 21? Yep. Martin Truex Jr. and Cole Custer got very, very tangled, I should say, to say the least. That could have been a very, 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 very bad wreck, in all honesty. But, thank God they were all right. That's, I don't know. You've been there twice. It's nice. Yeah, I wish I could go to the Roval. One day I will, though, for sure. Here's the fun fact. Grizzly person is owned by American Snuff Company, I believe was the company name, who once found the Koenig. Interesting, Brian. MTJ and Custard Ice Cream got to know each other on that red flag for sure. Like, I don't know how you... I mean, I can understand how, actually, because the rain. That was just stupidity. It was raining way too hard for those cars to be out there, and the visibility was way too low. The visibility was horrible that race. Who won 2021? It was Chase Elliott, right? Chase Elliott won the 2021 race at COTA, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think he did. Oh, we got a crash. 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 Jeez, Elliott. Yeah, Elliott did. I was right. I was like, I figured he was. I figured he did. I'm not really surprised. I mean, I'm really interested to see if Chase will win another freaking road course race with SVG in the Cup Series now. We got problems. 4 likes away from 20, boys. Smack that like button. We've been live for like 2 hours now, actually, so... Y'all freaking gotta hit that thing, y'all. Get me up there to that 20 likes. I want to see the Israel driver, Elon Day, make another Cup start driving for Trackhouse in the 91 car at the road course. I know he has talent, and him versus SVG would be hella fun. Woo, McDowell goes up high. Shut up! Don't say that. Don't say that. I don't like that. It's mean. I don't want to hear how McDowell sells wins or flips, which he never has done. Well, Texas was bad back a long time ago. McDowell goes up high. I'm waiting for the camera to send. Barry gone, and he goes up and over. Huge hit for Josh Berry. The Leeds iffy accent does not sound good on me. Let's not try that out, boys. Do you think that would be fun to see a battle for a win between Alan Day and SCG? For sure. 2 road course drivers. 2 guys that have good road course history together would probably be great chemistry for a good finish. And around goes a 34. Vince Welch, boys. Okay, who's better? I want to hear it in the chat. Jamie Little or Vince Welch? In the chat below. I want to know. What's your guys' take on that? Jamie Little or Vince Welch? I want to know. I want honesty, truth, and nothing but the truth. I know a lot of you guys be saying Vince Welch is shit, but I want to know what y'all think about Jamie Little, because if you're going to call Vince shit, you better find a new word to call her. She is not good, in my opinion. Even though I have only heard her commentate 2 races, I do not want to hear any more, in all honesty. It is pretty garbage. Maybe I'm a big hater, but shit. I don't know, man. Maybe I am just the bad guy and a hater here. I'm so honked. I remember when there was only 2 road courses on the schedule. Yes, Sonoma and Watkins Glen, right? Welch coming to the line. Jeff, your little boy has done it. Mr. Diffie the GOAT. Vince Welch is better than Jamie Little, for sure. I definitely think, personally, Vince is better. Even though, Vince Welch, there was a good call. He doesn't have a lot of good calls. But a few that I can remember from watching highlights and clips was 2021 Talladega Trucks. Tate Fogelman was great. Great call there. John Hernimachek and Tate Fogelman. Amazing. And then you have Noah Gragson, Todd Gilliland, Justin Haley, Canadian Tire finish. When Justin Haley got by the 2, got tangled in that final corner. Amazing call by Vince Welch. But again, 1 in every 10 calls from him is good. So, not very good. My balls itch brought to you by Manscaped. Amazing, by the way. I love that advertisement right there. Harvick very not happy. Looney, I'm one of the few SOBs who have Alan Day's 2017 BK Racing 23 diecast from Sonoma, that race. Yeah, I forgot BK Racing was even a thing. I am not going to lie to you. That's crazy that existed. Oh, we got a problems. Wendy, there's a problems. Aggressive goes around. Great call, bro. I'm going to miss Rick Allen. As much as you can sit there and we can dick on him. You know, Rick Allen was one hell of a commentator. I am not going to lie to you guys. I really do like Rick Allen. In my opinion, one of the greats. One of the greats. Also, if you're not, smack that like button down there. Make sure y'all go ahead and do so. Let's get it up to 20 likes. I had a Castle 83 2012 diecast. I don't know what happened to it. Yeah. Probably long gone by now. In all honesty. But, yeah, guys. Y'all didn't get me to the light goal tonight. I am so freaking mad at you guys. Y'all don't even know. Well, not yet. We still got some time. Also, if y'all have not gone over here, gave the newest short a like, NASCAR's greatest finishes, make sure y'all go over and give this one a big freaking fat thumbs up for your boy, yours truly, Looney69. So click off this video right now, guys. I give you full permission. Click off this video. Go check out the one I just pasted down below. It's a surprise. You guys will never know what it is. I don't want to see that like bar move a little bit over there. Go give that video a thumbs up for me. Just exploded liquid on the rear. Brought to you by Pepto-Bismol. I can pull in some Austin like the video. No, don't do that. You're good. We are chilling. We are chill right now, bro. We be chill as hell. We be freaking chill. I miss Landon Castle a shit ton. Landon Castle was really interesting. Poor guy, bro. Poor freaking dude. Penske, are you still in here by any chance? I don't know if he is. I don't know if we got Penske fan in here still. We may have lost a ledge. Okay, bro. You are testing that Blue Wrench's ability, bro. I am not gonna lie to you, Harvick fan. Harvick's not very happy. You know, I remember when I first met you. I met you on a Eric Almiroli live stream a while back. Okay, I'm gonna stop. No, you're good. I'm just messing with you. I remember I met you on an Eric Almiroli live stream. That's so random. Then you just started watching me all of a sudden. Don't know how. Don't know why, but thanks for watching me. Oh, gosh. If y'all haven't also want to check out the newest poll, 574 votes, 17 comments, 38 likes. Who will be the better NASCAR driver? Big word there. Who will be? Legend says I'm still here. Oh, hi, Penske. Bubba Wallace or Carson Hocevar? Go comment over on that and let me know who you guys think will one day be the better driver and to supersede one or the other. I want to know what you guys think about that for sure. For sure. The fact that people were hating... Okay, let me reread this here just in case I butcher it. The fact that people were hating on Brandon Brown for being basically forced to accept a crypto sponsor with... Yeah, that's sad, man. And to see guys' careers like Brandon Brown's be pretty much shortcutted because of somebody else's mistake and ignorant. I wouldn't even call them fans, just people that don't know what they're doing. It's just a very, very sad thing. Crypto was a scam, sadly. I'm so sad. Yeah, Brandon Brown is just a moment that I think almost every single NASCAR fan can sit there. If you are a NASCAR fan, you can sit there and you can be upset about, because it is very worth being a bit upset. It's not worth shedding a tear, obviously, but it's like, damn, this guy who owned a team with his father, owned a small team, got screwed over because people's wrongdoings at a race. Like, I don't. That's sad to see. Yeah, and of course it happened at Talladega, of all places, one of the most publicized racetracks, and of course one of the most southern heritage tracks. We're saying ignorant things like that to ruin another driver's career. I don't like that at all. Not cool. Of course, it was never supposed to be aimed at that, but why even bring that up at a race? I don't get it. Probably, to be honest. Yeah, right? Seriously, but, I mean, Dega is the spot for those teams to finish that place at, unfortunately. Carson Hocevar is the size of the Pink Panther, but yet he can easily drive circles around. Well, honestly, Hocevar finishes inside Josh Williams, where we're right into the top 5. Okay. Yeah, I think for sure Hocevar is going to be one of the most successful and upcoming talents in our sports at the moment. Really, there is no debating it. In my opinion, he is definitely going for something, and that something is big. Carson Hocevar, he'll make it big. I think Carson, for sure. There's not a doubt in my mind that says Carson Hocevar won't be a freaking amazing driver one day with like 10 wins at least. But again, that could be dick riding. But I think he'll be good, to say the least. You know. Alright, guys. Well, unfortunately, I think that is going to be the end here on the Looney 69 channel tonight. But, of course, I think every single one of you guys who has, of course, stopped by, shown me some amazing freaking support tonight. I appreciate that a lot, of course. Hocevar just handles a great wheel, bro. For sure. But, yeah, guys, it's going to pretty much sum it up around here on the Looney 69 channel tonight. Thank y'all very much for stopping by. Again, I appreciate it a lot. I'm going to leave a video link to the newest YouTube shorts that we posted. So go over there, leave a comment on that, and give it a big fat thumbs up down below. Bye, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Bye, Penske. Bye, Brian. Bye, DXN. Bye, Saints. Bye, 9 for Life. Bye, guys. Thank you for stopping in. See you guys in the next one. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see.